CNA's Olivia Marzuki is here to break it all down for us in terms of the Q3 numbers on private residential property by the URA. Olivia.
And I'm Olivia Marzuki with your business news. Chinese officials scramble to address a power crunch that's affecting a wide range of businesses. Welcome back to Business News. Indian shares hitting record highs, propped up by index heavyweight index. Top decliner in the region, going to lunch break, losing more than 2.2%, touching its highest since June. So how will this shape the markets in near term?
People are afraid there's going to be a policy mistake of some sort at the government level.
Time for a business update with Olivia.
China's new stock exchange in the capital city has cleared companies to list next week. The Shenzhen government is looking to launch an investigation against the debt-laden China Evergrande. It's the first sign of an official inquiry into the wealth management crisis at the troubled property group.
Beyond that, what's the broader implication for the property market in China? How did things turn so ugly for Evergrande?
Thanks, Olivia. Very nice to be with you. Exactly. The interest payment that was made very recently.
Welcome back to Asia First. Markets in the Greater China region heading lower following a global equity sell-off, also erasing their morning gains at the moment, shaving about 0.3%. China's central bank over the weekend spot bucking that negative trend. Shares of ICICI Bank jumping more than 8%. Your business news updates. The spreading Delta variant is casting a shadow on the impact of China's power crunch on supply chain. We're joined today by Tommy Xie. He's economist, head of Greater China Research at OCBC Bank, speaking to us from Singapore. Tommy, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. Now, if we're looking at the power shortage in China, if it drags longer than expected, how big of a disruption is it for factory output and supply chains across luxury home sales have risen to new highs in more than a decade. Kakao Pay surging in its trading debut this morning. Shares of the South Korean fintech firm rose more than 150%. Investors also keeping their eyes on a key Federal Reserve policy meeting starting today. Trade is brisk in Hong Kong with Hang Seng Tech Index rising 4%. GDP growth expanded by 4%, slowing from the 6% jump recorded in the second quarter. You're saying that the trend is here to stay, Stephanie, but how significant would the impact be on more traditional retail segments as online shopping becomes the new norm? What's the fate of brick and mortar stores, for example? Australia's central bank holds its monetary setting unchanged. It's also keeping its current rate of bond purchases until February next year. The Reserve Bank of Australia has maintained rates at 0.1%.
Sooner rather than later.
I would like to travel sooner than later as well. Thank you. Mark Yosman, CEO of Tourism and Transport Firm Australia, for sharing your insights.
That's Asia First for today.
Definitely a yay for me. Don't forget, headlines anytime at CNA.Asia.
Plus, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for your company. See you tomorrow.